It's years ago and I'm maybe 12 years old and I'm in my bedroom. I'm recording this tutorial guide on how to download the OBS recorder, like that screen recorder. I'm recording a guide for YouTube. It was just a side thing I was doing because I didn't have any subscribers or any viewer count. I just liked recording videos, so I just decided to record a tutorial. After I uploaded it, I showed it to my mom and she was very impressed. She was so impressed that she even showed her entire office, like her 9 to 10 office room, like about 9 to 10 people office room. She showed everybody there and even they were impressed. I thought I sounded normal, but she was impressed by how well I spoke inside the video. Turns out that I had this accent inside the video, but now it's normal that I have an accent. But back then, when I grew up in an Indian school and then I grew up in an Indian household, an accent like a British American accent was like completely new. And not only that, like my speaking skill just went up even though I barely recorded any videos. I've never spoken on camera before, but my speaking skill was only like 10, 11, 12 in like a gamer sense. I got this accent by stealing. Stealing is taking a good idea that's up for grabs and seeing how it can improve your life. First off, my name is Kaushi and this is how you can steal like an artist's full guide. In this video, you'll learn exactly like the step-by-step process and how you can get brilliant ideas for life and business, and also how you can learn from others. Number one, nothing is original. I want you to think of music. Music is kind of like a repeat of beats, and a lot of songs have the same beats. So you probably can relate that a lot of songs that you listened to in the past sounds like some songs that you listen to now. Some songs just sound similar. Some parts of the song sound really similar. That's not a coincidence. A lot of artists just listen to a lot of music, and it's not even their fault. That's just their perception of good music. So they probably listen to hundreds or thousands of songs. And then when they were making their song, they kind of just got inspired and used a little bit of beats from the song that they really liked, because in their perception that's a good song. They didn't necessarily copy the guy or like copy the other song. They kind of just used it as like a baseline and then made their own song. This is how songs are created. There was never an original song. The first song was technically the original song. From then on, we just created like separate versions of the same song. So a lot of songs sound similar. A lot of rock music sounds similar. A lot of acoustic sounds similar because it's just using the same instruments, same beats, but then like changing it in a certain way where it fits you. Just like that, the accent I grew up when I was like young was Indian. I had like a very like thick Indian accent because I grew up in an Indian household. But then while I was watching YouTube, and I watched a lot of YouTube, like Minecraft YouTubers like Dan TDM, Sunny, popular MMOs, all these like Minecraft YouTubers, like OG ones, they all had American, British accents, and that they spoke in a YouTuber voice. That YouTuber was like, hey guys, what's up, welcome back to another video. That's the YouTuber voice. So I thought that, okay, this is how YouTubers sound like. So when I started making my YouTube channel, I just spoke like that. So I took their word for it because again, they're the English speakers. So I thought, okay, this is how you speak English. There were people speaking English in my school, but they didn't sound like these guys. But I thought, okay, wait, they're the Americans, they're the British. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll just copy them in a sense. So I just started emulating their voice, as in like when I started my YouTube channel, I just like, hey guys, it's me, welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play. And the way I spoke, it kind of practiced my voice to speak English in that way. So then when I spoke English in real life, I actually carried that over. It didn't immediately change, but it still carried over, and now I'm just stuck with this accent. My accent, your accent, everybody's accent is just a accumulation of the people around you, maybe your parents, your friends. You can also agree with this. Your friends tend to influence your voice a lot. I got a lot of like phrases from my friends, and chances are if you're really close to a few friends, you turn out to speak like them and they turn out to speak like you. So don't strive to be original, because you can be original. Try to be interesting. When you be interesting, as in you put your own taste into whatever you learned. Since you're technically emulating everybody else, you're using what you learned and then just spicing it up with your own way and then doing it. So if you want to improve your voice, all you have to do is watch a lot of people and see how they speak. Like watch a lot of YouTubers that you like the voice of and then try to emulate their voice. Don't copy it. Specifically find out what they're doing and why that's a good voice, and then use it in your own way. If you want to learn a certain skill, go to the people who already learned that skill and then try it yourself and then see if you can have your own special taste in it. Number two, emulating is not copying. Copying is when you take someone else's idea and then implement it as your own, and then don't give credit at all. Like you take the literal specific idea or the thing they did, literally do the same exact thing and say it's yours. that's copying. Inspiring is when you get the idea from someone else and then you implement it in your own way, in your own style, while still making sure that it's not completely theirs. Emulating is when the thing that you're doing, that you've been inspired by, is styled enough to you to the point where it's almost a completely different thing. So for example, if a YouTuber has a certain intro like, oh, hey guys, it's your boy X, right? So that's their intro. If you copy them and we're like, oh, okay, hey guys, it's your boy X. So X is like the name, right? You do the exact same thing but with just your name. You're copying because the way you say it, how you say it and everything is just completely not your style. People have watched your videos before. They know it's not like how you sound like. So when you emulate like this, they know you're copying. Second thing is inspiring. Inspiring is when, okay, you make your own intro because you saw someone else make an intro. This is better because, for example, you never thought of doing intros, but then you saw a guy who's doing intros and it seems like it's working for him. So now you start doing intros. Technically, that's not copying because you're not copying his intro. You're copying the act of doing an intro. So for example, you saw somebody drawing a certain picture. This is what I used to do. So back in 6th grade, I saw my friend making like comics and shit in his book. So what I would do is just start making comics too. I love making comics. I didn't copy his comic. I just started making comics because he started making comics. Does that make sense? I got inspired by him to start making comics. I didn't want to make his, I just wanted to make my own. Emulating is when the thing you're inspired to do is styled enough to you to the point where it's not even related to the other guy. So this would be in the sense of the intro of YouTube. You'd be like, hey boys, it's me back again. That's your own personal intro in a sense. So this is how you start emulating. You get inspired by the guy that you admire or whatever, and then take what he has, like take the good stuff on what he has, and then make it your own. This way you're not copying what he does. His credit is still there. You just got inspired by him to do the same thing. Because again, whether it's you emulating a YouTuber or a child emulating their parents, it's not copying ever because it's useful to your life. The child emulates the parents because they're not gonna learn the entire language again. They're just gonna emulate what they know is good. And when their parents are doing something, they just presume it's good because it's my parents. And they just do it. That's why children seem to just copy immediately. Like more than adults and teenagers. Children just seem to emulate their parents or elder siblings and everything. Because that's what they think is good. And it works for them. It keeps them more alive. It allows them to like flourish in life and whatever. So you can do the exact same thing. When you copy somebody, make sure you're being inspired by them and you're not copying the exact same thing. So if you were inspired to make YouTube videos, don't copy the exact same YouTuber. Find your own style. Now, in a sense, when you get inspired, you tend to copy the YouTuber. Just try to minimize that as much as possible. Or copy the same like role model. But then try to keep your own style. Try to figure out how you can make this your own thing. Because again, you'll feel more authentic. The people watching or the people seeing your work will feel like, okay, this guy actually worked on his thing by his own and he didn't copy it. Number 3, write the book you want to read. It's about February of this year and I'm in this bedroom and I'm thinking really, really hard. I'm trying to figure out what topic my first self-improvement video should be on. I start to visualize my younger self and try to figure out, okay, what videos can I make so that he starts to improve his life. I immediately know what videos to make. I just start making videos that I personally would have wanted back then. When you don't know what content to post, or I'm going to speak in the YouTube sense of content, you can replace this with anything that you're interested in. When you don't know what content to post, just think about you 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the customer you want to sort of satisfy. What would they want? So in a sense, I'm trying to make videos for my younger self to get him on self-improvement and start improving his life. What videos would he want? I would just make videos that I would want to see, right? That would make sense because I'm still the same guy 1 year, 2 years ago. So I'm thinking, okay, what videos do I want to watch? Okay, I want to watch a good, engaging sleep guide on how to improve my sleep that doesn't waste my time, very concise, full manner. I'll make a video just like that because chances are, somewhere in the world, a guy is exactly like your younger self. You're maybe, let's just say you're 15 years old. A 13-year-old that when you were 13, you were thinking, okay, I want to see a sleep guide or whatever. A 13-year-old in this world right now wants that right now. And he's wishing, like subconsciously wishing someone made a video like that. So you can be that person and you can get his view. That's exactly what you should do. When you don't have video ideas, just make videos that you would have wanted to watch in any way. And eventually someone will watch them because again, nobody's special. Everybody's looking for discipline guides. Everybody's looking for X guide, just like you. So if you can make videos that you specifically, your younger self, would have watched. It would help him and it would help you because you would get the view or you would get the purchase. Do this in every endeavor of life. So when you're talking to somebody, talk to them how you would want to be talked to. Because again, nobody's that special. If you like to be talked in a certain way, chances are someone similar to you, they'll want to be talked to in the same exact way. If you want to be loved, love people the same exact way you would love like yourself. Makes sense, right? Whatever love you would want to receive, love other people just like that. Take care of yourself just the way you would take care of others. If your dog was sick, you would take care of them a lot, right? You would make sure they're alive. If you're sick, you kind of just like, oh yeah, I'll take a nap. You need to take care of yourself more. You need to start meditating, you need to start working out so that you can have some personal responsibility. Take care of yourself the same way you would take care of others. The sun is shining right into my camera. You can see that. Number 4, make your own family tree. Take the guy that you like to see online, the self-improvement YouTuber, the podcaster, and then learn everything you can about him. Once you do that, find out the 3 people that he admires and learn everything about them and where they educate themselves. This way you start to make your own family tree. So for example, you find this one self-improvement YouTuber and you watch him and you really like everything he does and there's so much education in that, you learn a lot, he's very valuable. That's level 1. Now, find out the 3 people he learns from. Because again, he's not just bringing out his ideas from nowhere, right? He's learning them from somewhere and then giving them to you. Find out him and then find out the 3 people that he watches. Maybe they're podcasters, maybe they're books, maybe they're YouTubers. Find those 3 people, learn everything about them, start to make them your third, 4th, 5th role model. And then find out the 3 people like that for each one. This way you build a family tree of just knowledge. And this knowledge is catered to your interests. Because again, it started with him. It started with that one guy that you watch all the time. Because then everything else that comes above is still your knowledge. Because again, he's learning this from these people and they're learning it from these people. This way, you essentially 10 times, 20 times, 30 times your knowledge. You're gonna supercharge your progress because everybody in that family tree technically will benefit your goals because this one guy is benefiting to your goals. Learn, implement their ideas, and then figure out how you can use their ideas in your life. This way you will supercharge your progress because again, it's not just one guy, it's a lot of people at once. Use their wisdom to create more wisdom. This way you have an infinite source of knowledge. This is how you stay like an artist. I have more videos like this just on my channel. You can click it if you want to watch it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. I have more videos just like this. Click my channel and scroll if you want to find another video. Bye.